How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.
The Steelers, I guess ESPN came out with a ranking of quarterbacks selected in the first round since 2001.
Yes.
And the Steelers selection of Kenny Pickett finished 18 of 18, the worst possible spot they could get.
Mm-hmm.
They said the best quarterback of that was 2002 Purdy, they said. 2022 was Purdy, who was actually the last selection of that draft. So Pickett finished with 63%, 9 interceptions over 13 games his rookie year. And that was before he ended up losing the starting role, getting traded to, I think it was Philly first. Didn't he get a Super Bowl?
Kenny?
Yeah.
I got to check.
I think he did get a Super Bowl as a backup, bro. Like that. And then that was, again, before he ended up getting traded. I think it was twice last year.
Traded to the Eagles 2024, and then twice more in 2025 from the Eagles to the Browns in the spring, and then from the Browns to the Raiders in the preseason.
I must have missed that Browns leg.
Yeah, I know he was. I remember Kenny Pickett. He was a Brown also.
Okay.
We put him over there.
So Joe, you think we get our franchise quarterback this draft?
I don't know if we get our I don't think we get our franchise quarterback this draft. I don't know if he's there. And when I was just looking at first, I was looking at the list, going over what it said. But you want to go? Let's go with the Steelers. I don't think they're going to get their draft, the quarterback in this draft class. I don't think he's there. I think that what I keep saying, I like Will Howard. I want to give him a shot. I think he's on our roster, like we said, and I'm not a believer in any of these quarterbacks right now. Sorry, maybe somebody else is, but if you're asking my opinion, I don't believe. I'd rather us not try to stretch and go get a starter. Go get somebody. I know there's plenty of ballers. There's plenty of left tackles. There's plenty of wide receivers, A1s. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of linebackers, like beast linebackers, not only in the combine, but on tape. That can do both. So let's get a position of need for sure that we can do that helps him out at the end of the day, that helps out a quarterback if it's not Will Howard.
Take your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving away $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss your chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Football season was great. Now time to switch gears to the second half of basketball season. We're rocking with LA right now. Luka and LeBron. More points, more threes, more rebounds. You know, we hitting more. And with the new feature alert, PrizePicks now has early payouts. So if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Find your community on PrizePicks. With the new social feeds feature, you can share PrizePicks with friends and copy lineups with winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow PrizePicks partners like us and play and fade our picks just on one click. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just download PrizePicks app today and use the code Deebo Joe to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That code is Deebo Joe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
If it's another quarterback that we get, we're going to need those positions to help out the team no matter what. Quarterback is always the one that everybody wants to be like, oh, no, we need a QB instantly. We're not going to win. Okay, we're going to win without, okay, just don't pick wrong. We're going to go pick Kenny Pickett again? No disrespect. And then we just be sitting there looking like, oh, no, we just need to go get a quarterback. No. Take your time. If McCarthy thinks in free agency, we can go get, if he likes Malik, if he likes JJ McCarthy, where he can go trade.
I'm with you on that. I definitely don't see us getting our franchise quarterback in this draft, that's just
Don't rush
I
it.
don't think it's anyone there. I agree with you 100%. And again, same thing. It's all, dependent on like, are they going to give Will Howard a chance? On top of that, are they going to give him a chance, or say they're going to give him a chance and end up, bringing Aaron Rodgers back? Because Omar, he talked at the combine and they made it as if they definitely, would like to have him back or were open to having him back.
Mm-hmm.
And with the report from Rappaport, basically said Aaron Rodgers' decision will come before the free agency starts, and that's what, March
That's
11th.
Monday. I think that's going to
Actually,
be
9th.
the ninth is the tampering.
The 9th
So
they
yeah,
can actually start talking to people.
yes.
So, plus again, it's Mike McCarthy. He's
Mhm.
there, and he's already said, he's going to be the play caller for the offense. He's going to call the plays. So
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that will lean more towards Aaron's favor because he's very, very familiar, with that program. So people saying like they should go. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the give Will a chance, ride out. But
Mhm.
now, the more I sit here and think about it, the more I'm like, let Aaron come back and let's see what it could do. Maybe we could do better with this staff. And right now, with people talking about what's his name over there? Anthony Richardson.
Mhm.
Like they're talking about, that should be somebody we could possibly take a chance on. He a big dude, he mobile, he got a
Yes.
strong arm. What is he? He's only 23, 24 in
24.
May.
He's a Gator.
He's a gator. He's a
Gator.
gator.
Okay.
What do you think of the possibility of him? Do you think they should
W-
look at him, have that be a possible option, or
We just need to make sure.
kick the tree, so to speak,
I
or the
mean,
bush?
I, li- I I like the fact that we have McCarthy here is going to be a new offense. He knows what he needs. If he thinks that Anthony Richardson can fit into the project, his offensive scheme, then do it. Like I just want McCarthy to be able to do what he wants to do because I think with that too, it's a money thing. I don't think that Richardson is going to be that we got to spend a lot of money for him. So at the same time, I think if it's Malik, that's going to be more of a, what I'm saying, it's going to cost more. So it's just it's a money thing, it's a McCarthy thing, it's an offense, you're calling the plays, coach. Who do you like? You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that's going to be calling the signals. Who fits into your offense best? Who do you think is going to make this team function the best? So
I understand that too, but you gotta look at longevity.
no, for sure, for sure. That's why I'm rocking with Will Howard. But then at the same time, if he doesn't succeed, if we do have AR there to see what he can do for the low also, and it's just a 1 year jump. Like now he's not staying there. We're not saying he's a long-term deal also. So I'm just saying short term for these quarterbacks, we need somebody else in the room. We're saying if it's not Mason Rudolph, he's not the guy. AR for the low with Will Howard isn't a bad deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he ended up. What was it last year? He did the orbital
And
fracture
Anthony Richardson AR,
of
not
his
AR
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. He did Anthony Richardson. He did the fracture of his eye
With the band.
with the band. Here's my issue, and what I'm hearing a little bit of is there. I guess this is a question if he like really like wants to play, like if he's ready to
Mhm.
put in the work. And when you look at him, same thing with him, dude. He has, what was it, 8 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's a high ratio. Yeah, he rushed for 500 yards or
It's a
so.
lot of lead. It's a
If you
lot of
could
money.
clean up that interception part, you got a great dual threat there. And when you come down to it, I had an orbital blowout myself, bro. 2, 3 weeks at most. They did not need to put that man on IR. So that's telling. So
Mhm.
all the stuff that you hear or heard before about his wanting or willingness to do whatever needs to be done to actually, play and all that. Now that comes in, into question. And then they go and get, old man Rivers 4 years off the couch before they even look at saying, okay, he gonna be out for 2 or 3 weeks and keeping him up,
Mhm.
possibly having to even bring back. And now they're looking at either releasing him or trading him. First, they're not going to say that if the rumors are true that or they believe it's an issue with him really wanting to play,
Yeah.
they not gonna be the ones to tell it if it is true, because they trying to get something for him now in a possible trade before they end up just having to, cut ties.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I just in to be all with honesty, I I didn't I like Anthony Richardson. He's a Gator, but if I don't know about his quarter. I wouldn't want him to be the starting quarterback. I don't think he's the future.
then they're talking, what is it? JJ McCarthy over there? Nope, not.
Yes.
Nope, not.
Nope.
Nah. He
Good.
couldn't. He couldn't do it with what? Justin Jefferson's
Justin
over.
Jefferson got.
Um,
Oh, you can't get it with Jefferson. You got to be more
uh,
careful. Yeah, we ain't got all that over here.
we ain't got all that over there, baby. Not even
Yeah, so
close.
Will Howard and figure it out.
Will Hogger and figured it out. Now
That's
hold
what
up.
I'm saying.
You got like I said, you got the Packers or ex-Packers, whatever you want to call it, Malik Wilson. It was reported that he could get like 30 mil, right?
Yeah.
30.
Yes.
That ain't what they saying no more now.
What they
They,
saying?
what they looking at now is, they going into damage control, trying to lower the price, so to speak. So now all of a sudden, you got the front offices of the NFL believing that, it's probably gonna be more like 2 year, 40 million, around 20 a year, because it's still a lot of money for a guy that really only started 6 games. He only got 6 games under his belt. So you said that maybe at two for 40, 20 a year, that would possibly be something that you would be like, all right, let's go ahead and look at it, give it a chance. What do you think now, Joe, if that's the number for Malik Willis?
I want to say if McCarthy believes it, but honestly, I need to go ahead and stand on my own 10 toes. I need to say, Will Howard, see what he got, put that money elsewhere. If we can still give up 20, $40 million, we can bring in some ballers for that money and make our squad initially just better, just way better, just our line better, our receivers better. You know what I'm saying? We can draft still other positions, but if we can go get 20, if we can go give Malik Willis $40 million, we can make our team a lot better with that money. So that's where I'm like, I don't like, let's not get too quarterback heavy. If he doesn't do it, he doesn't do it. Then we might have a high pick. Then hopefully next season, let's look and see what the draft looking like where we can get a good quarterback, or this $40 million that we coming out of the air for a quarterback that we can find. We can do that next year. But like right now, can we please just use our picks for players? Let's just get everybody. Let's get our offensive line good. Let's get a middle linebacker. Let's get another cornerback. You know what I'm saying, to help out Joey Porter Jr. Like, let's not get too strung up on the quarterback position, because that's where everybody gets locked in, and we know we're going to need it eventually. We know we're going to need it. But I like Will. When are we ever? We're not going to ever give him a shot if we keep on saying, "Oh no," then Malik Willis is there. Okay, boom. Then that's another 40. We got to play him, and
You say
then
the
Will's not
hell
going to
with
get
it.
seen.
Don't bring Rodgers back. Give it all to Will Howard. Crash or burn. Let's ride it out.
And it's not even crash or burn. I mean, because if
I mean, make it. You either had a success.
you gonna figure it out.
You get what you get.
You
Period.
get what you
That's
get.
what it
We
is.
gonna see.
You
We gonna
sticking with
see.
you sticking with
I'm sticking
you
with it
sticking
because
with
I'm like,
what's his
we
name
got
as the backup though?
Mace. Who you say, Mace?
Rudolph. Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Mace. I'm not mad at Mace. Like you said, you know what you're gonna get.
I ain't doing that. I'd rather trade for one of these other cats and see what, and have a competition before I go and just let him sit there comfortably.
Nah, he's not gonna be comfortable.
No.
He's had A-Rod's toolish. He was sitting there comfortable last year, backed up, watched
And look what he
A-Rod.
did when he came in through
Watched
the
me.
pick immediately.
Yeah, that was not a
Oh,
good
they ain't
ball.
throwing no
That
picks.
wasn't a
Let
good
me show
ball.
y'all how to do this.
Sink or swim, man. We
Hey,
gonna sink or
hey.
swim. Come on,
They're saying
man.
that Willis his potential spots though is all right, look, answer me this.
Yes.
You got a chance to land in same money. Miami, New York Jets, Arizona.
Miami,
Money the same.
New York, Jets,
Where you going?
Arizona, New York, Jets.
I don't even know what's taking you so long to
Miami.
think. Good Lord, Joe.
Miami.
Taxes,
I'm really trying to taxes, and I'm really I was trying to think about who has the
good
best.
weather.
Yes, the good weather. If it's just for yes.
Only person that got bad facilities like us was Arizona.
I like AZ though. I love
Mm-mm.
Scottsdale.
You wouldn't like their facility, bro.
So I never
I
been.
went there. I went there when I was a free agent. Facilities is average at ours is way better than theirs. Then I
The
will say
Steelers
that.
facility is way better than the Cardinals.
The one I walked into, yes, sir.
Okay, they had to upgrade by then. They had to.
I don't
Like
know about
The
that.
Bengals had to upgrade too because they joined when I went was not good on my visit.
I think they did upgrade something.
They had to.
They did upgrade something. But we got some bad news though.
What we got?
Kenneth Gainwell said, "Man, look here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test the free agent market as he should.
Deservingly so.
Okay, okay, as he should." Steelers GM Omar Khan said at the combine, "Quote: He knows we want him back, but can the Steelers afford it, or is it worth it?" And I say, is it worth it? Because if we're going to use him in the same fashion as they planned and did, well, as they used him last year, then maybe it's some way you can try and foot that ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because he's looking at being only the second team MVP to exit in free agency after winning the MVP, and the other one was Neil O'Donnell in 1996, brother.
Mhm. But you know how this works. You know how this works. He came over here, vet minimum deal, prove it deal, 1 year, $1.7 million, and he outperformed the deal. He went and did what the prove it year is supposed to do. It goes and show that I'm supposed to go, I'm better than that. I'm supposed to go get the bag. So the Steelers got off when they was able to get him, sign him
Mhm.
for that. That was a steal. We stole Gainwell. So now he needs to go get his bag. Obviously, he deserves it. So testing for him to go test the mark, go get because now people see what you got. But we stole you from 1.7 on a prove a year, and you did what the prove a year, what that year is for. So we can't like try to hold them hostage. Like, man, go out there, go get what you can for sure. You deserve it. But at the same time, we still have Jalen Warren that's making $5 million a year. You know what I'm saying on our roster, and he deserves it too. But that's where the running back market is. You can't have two of them making $5 million a year when you feel like you got a rookie, you got him at a vet for 1.1. Why you can't hit again? Get another veteran coming off the team trying to get a prove a year, trying to get another deal. Like they feel like maybe I can do that again. Omar Khan's like, oh, I found Gainwell, I can find another one type. So like I feel like this happened for a reason. He deserves his bag. He came and did what he had to do for the prove it year. So with the Steelers, I'm like, I can see where they're coming from. I know they're paying Warren already. We have a rookie running back that was on the roster this year, but he's got a second year that he can hopefully come ball out. But it's like the money is kind of acting funny. So I know they would definitely you want him to come back. I know you do. Of course you do. But you don't want him to come back at the ticket that he wants to come back because he knows he deserves back pay now. He was out there hooping, 1,000 yards MVP for the team, making that
Mhm.
1.1 when no knock to Jalen. Jalen did exactly what he was supposed to do. He's making $5 million a year. Top running backs are making 20. These dudes are not asking for crazy money. But when you're saying two $5 million a year running backs, when you could get a Gainwell for 1.1 and you
Mhm.
have a Warren at 5, it's like the math just kind of looks crazy. So two things could be right. Gainwell, you deserve it. You did exactly what you needed to do. Omar would love you here.
Two
Go get
things
your
can be right
bag.
at the same time. Ain't that right, Joe?
You know what I'm saying, bro? Both
Yes,
can be
sir.
right. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
got to be
hey,
wrong.
ain't nobody got to be wrong. You just got to
Ain't
look at something
nobody
from a
got to be
different perspective, baby. If I'm sitting over
wrong.
here and I got a six sitting in front of me and you over across that table from you, it look like a nine. Neither one of us is wrong. Just looking at it in a different perspective. You feel me?
The truth.
You
Ain't it
feel
the
me?
truth?
Hey, they say we need a number one. That's bad. Number one or number two receiver. And with that being said, there's speculation from an NFL reporter and another NFL analyst of people that could possibly be traded, dealt. And Brian Thomas Jr. was one of those names from the Jags that
Mm-hmm.
some people believe we should trade for. The Jags made a deadline trade last year for what was the what was the guy's name that they ended up, was it Jacoby Myers? They ended up making a trade
Yeah.
for him. Okay,
Yep.
so they
Yep.
made a
Yep.
trade for him like mid-season last year because Thomas was he was going downhill there for a little bit. And then after
Hmm.
they did that, they signed him to a long-term deal. But, you know, I don't know if that's because they're looking at possibly being able to move him, or it was because they already knew what their plan was with Travis Hunter as making him primarily a corner and just getting him some wide receiver snaps.
Hmm.
But with that being said, or it being a possibility, first, what do you think the likelihood of that happening, like them trading him? And if they do you think the Steelers should pursue it? That can give us something. What do you think? Likelihood of it happening.
Likelihood of it happening. I don't know how likely. I think it's not too likely. I
Okay.
would like it to happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't know honestly with this one, Deebo. Do you? I remember he had some drops going on in his career a little earlier, but then then
He's
he
still
started
young, though. He's still young.
still young. But I don't know.
I could
I
put
just
you on the ball, I'll put you on the bag, I'll put
you
you on
put me in a
all
you put
that.
me in a bad spot. You put me in
I
a
could
bad
put you on.
spot.
No, I'm talking about him. I could put him on the ball. I could put him on the jugs machine all day. I could do all that. I could get his hands
Mm.
right. I could get his hands right. See, I like to look at it both ways. I was hoping that you would go with him because
Do you want to go
I
with him?
I don't think it's going to happen. One, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Hmm.
Two, I wouldn't pursue it. I just don't like his decline in his performance over that season.
Hmm.
And he would be coming to Pittsburgh and playing in not ideal weather. And you was down there in Jacksonville.
Perfect conditions.
Hey,
And Trevor Lawrence too. We not saying like he's not a bad quarterback.
I can't.
He's not bad.
I can't take that chance
So that's what I'm
if
saying
I'm the
too.
Steelers.
When you looking at let me go, Debo. Now, since you was on the same page, because I didn't want it's. I'm not disrespectful. It's hard to be like Brian. I
Joe,
hope
you got
I
to
want
speak your
I,
mind
I
without
want the
worrying
best. I
about
want
what
the
the
best
people
for
go
him.
say, Joe.
You know what? You're right. You know what? We
Stop
don't need.
doing that.
We don't need him the same. That's what I'm saying. We need hand catching receivers that are just natural catchers. And I don't know if he's a natural catcher of the ball. He looks like we don't need people that's coming off of any type of drop ball stuff when you're a wide receiver. Like we got no, we do not need that. That's your job. That's your job description. You're a professional. You're an NFL wide receiver. Like drop balls are the reason why you aren't in the league.
Mm, mm. Oh, Joe, you trying to throw the man out the league now?
No, no, no. I'm
Don't
not
be
trying to throw
saying
him out the league,
nothing.
but I'm saying if it's catchable, if it's
Look
both
at you, Joe.
hands.
I'm fucking with you, Joe. Calm down. Oh, scary ass boy. What's wrong
I
with
see. I was trying to see. I try to keep positivity up, man. Like I don't want to
you?
be
Hey
talking
man,
crazy about them.
listen, man. Sometimes in the walk, man, you gotta go ahead and get in the shadows.
Got to.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see.
Especially you doing it. Sometimes you got listen,
Have
man.
to.
Telling the truth. If telling your truth, it ain't even got to be the truth.
It's my
If
truth.
telling your truth
Telling my truth.
hurt somebody's feelings, in my perspective, let the pain flow.
Let the pain flow. Because you
Let
know
the
why?
pain flow.
Because you know if they ask me about it, I'm gonna be like, that's just how I really feel.
Hit dog or holler. Hey, like they said, hit dog or holler, baby.
Hey, dog, holler, you ain't
If
lying.
he ain't feeling that way about it, he ain't gonna say nothing about it. When you see all these cats, they jump up, they feel real upset and want to fight the commentator because he said that I wasn't good at this or that and hit dog or holler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. You know what, Debo? Yep. Hit dog on holler.
No question. No question.